Mateo Collin, very interesting characters, I guess you could say. They're very mysterious too. What I love about these two is that you don't really know obviously what's going on, and it kind of just keeps you guessing up until that reveal. And it's funny, all the people that have of my friends and family that have watched it, like, because I tried to kind of keep it a secret for as long as I could, and just get like these hilarious emojis of like, holy shit, like what is going on. So yeah, it was also really fun to play both the twins. So obviously there's that scene in episode 8, I believe, where there is the reveal. And it was an interesting process to try and understand, okay, well, who is Colin and who is Mateo, and who is Colin when he assumes Mateo's identity. So there's a lot of kind of intricacies there, which was really fun to explore. So yeah, we had a lot of conversations with the director of 7 and 8, Adam Arkin, about that kind of stuff, and the showrunner Sean. So yeah, it was a lot of fun to dive into. I never really played a bad guy before, so that was super fun. Um, but yeah, I mean, definitely a lot of the homework was just kind of going over all of the scripts and really understanding Mateo's motivation and why he does what he does, um, and trying to understand, really whose side he's on, how he's working together with the other, his co-conspirators. But yeah, it was definitely fun to take a bit of a darker turn with these two.
To you, what makes The Night Agent a unique and standout series?
Oh, so many things. First of all, the action is just. I think that the action is standout. It's huge credit to the stunt team. Gabe, who plays Peter, he was phenomenal. He did a lot of his own stunts, and one of those car chases that I love so much in the pilot there on the Georgia Viaduct in Vancouver. It's just yeah, it's not only does the action engage you, but it's also the stakes, and I think they do a really good job in the pilot of really making you care about these two characters. And so I think that it's a mixture of, the action, the character work, and then the suspense. Every episode you're kind of wondering who's involved here, who did what, and they always leave you with quite the cliffhanger. So yeah.
With this being the second TV series where you star in multiple episodes, how was this experience different from when you filmed the series undergrad around like 9 years ago, or even any of your guest appearances on other TV series like Reginald the Vampire or Riverdale?
Yeah. Undergrad, wow, that's a long time ago. That was actually like a student project while I was at school at USC. A friend of mine was doing kind of like a web series. So that was really fun. That was kind of like one of the first things I had really done. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think Night Agent is definitely the biggest scale of a project that I've done. So I think it's just everything is a lot larger than life in this kind of show. Very different genres, but yeah, I think I approach the work the same way.
What have you learned from this project that you think you'll use in future roles?
Oh man, what was really fun about this project in particular was I got to, do a lot of the fight choreography and work with some firearms professionals. So that was really interesting, and something that I think that I would love to bring to hopefully future projects. And I had never done that before, so that was a cool experience for sure.
Is it safe to say that you'd like to do more of the villain roles going forward?
You know what? I really did enjoy it. It's funny because I don't know, as an actor, I always find that some of the characters that are so far from who you are can sometimes be the most fun, um, because you're just kind of going for it 100%. It's you're not too concerned about playing too close to yourself. So I would definitely be interested in playing some more villains if it comes my way.
I kind of wanna venture off real quick to Scream 6. and
Yeah,
you didn't play a villain in that series, but you had quite the memorable moment in the beginning. What was that whole experience like for you?
such an amazing experience. Yeah, he may not be a villain, but he may not be the best guy either. Yeah, that was a super incredible experience. Just being a part of a franchise like that is such a special thing. The fan base is incredible. Matt and Tyler, who are the directors of 5 and 6, they made it such a pleasurable experience for me. Going into it, I was a little bit nervous. A lot of the cast had come back from Scream 5, so yeah, it was definitely something that I won't forget. And you definitely are aware of the magnitude of what this franchise brings, just from fans and theories and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I was really lucky to be a part of it.
I'm not gonna lie, watching the film after I saw your scene, I was like, okay, that's foreshadowing. He's gonna come back in some capacity. He's gonna come back for them. Uh,
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that was kind of one of the reasons of having that character, is wondering, like, okay, he's still alive. So is there going to be something a bit later on? So I think they kind of left that open ended for the audience to wonder.
it was a nice distraction. What was your initial thought process when you got the confirmation and found out that you were actually going to be in the film?
Man, it was such a quick turnaround. I had auditioned for a couple of parts in the movie, and then I found out that I got the part of Frankie, and then I think it was like 48 hours the turnaround, and then I was already on the plane. And what was really cool about that experience is the stuff that I was working on was at the very beginning of production. So it was the first few days. So when I got there, pretty much all of the other cast members and the filmmakers were just getting there as well. So it was a nice time to get to know everybody a little bit before, and just have that kind of welcoming environment before we actually got to the work.
That's nice, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, maybe Scream 7 we can see you reappear.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
One of my last questions for you: if you could work with anyone in TV or film, who would it be and why?
Ooh, such a good question. There's so many. There's so many. One of my favorite actors is Benicio del Toro. He did he's done so many good things, but he did a mini series called Escape at Dannemora, and I really love that. And I had watched that, and then I just finished watching Severance, and Ben Stiller was the director for both of those. And I just love what he's doing as a filmmaker. So yeah, that's one of the first guys that comes to mind.
When you think about headlining your own TV series, what genre do you have in mind? What role what do you want to fulfill going forward in your career?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think getting a taste of this kind of action stuff here with Night Agent was really cool. I think that's definitely something I would like to explore a little bit more. But I mean, I think I just try to find, if I'm lucky enough to find a good story, I'm not too, set on one genre. Yeah, I think I just like to keep the options open and see what comes my way.